Good morning, students. The new chapter is chemical reactions and equations. Chemical reactions and equations means in the lower class already you know chemical chain and physical chain. First of all, you know the difference between chemical chain and physical chain. Physical chain means our surroundings so many changes are happened without our notice. Some are physical, some are chemical. Physical change means only physical properties. Physical properties are changed. Color may change, volume may change, but molecular formula is same. But volume decreases, color decreases, shape decreases, but there is no difference between the molecular formula. For example, ice. Ice on heating, water. Water on heating, vapor. Water vapor. Again, you can cool means you can get the original substance. And wax. Wax on heating, liquid. Liquid wax. Cool means again wax. This is a solid. This is a liquid. This is a gas formation. That means by changing the temperature, the solid may changes to liquid, liquid may changes to gas. This is physical change. Physical change means suppose ice, by taking some quantity of ice in a beaker or vessel, after heating what happened? Water is formed. What is the difference between ice and water? There is no change in the molecular formula. Substance is same, but state of that matter is different. Here the state is solid, water state is liquid state. Continuous heating means water is converted into vapor, water vapor. Difference between water and vapor, no change. Only state change. Water is a liquid, vapor is a gaseous form. Suppose vapor is condensed, that means cool. Again, liquid, water is formed. Again, water is kept in the fridge, that is again cool the water. We can get the solid, that is ice. That means by changing the temperature, we can get the original substance again. That type of changes are called physical changes. Suppose wax. Wax means minor. That is a solid state. After heating what? Here delta means heated. After heating, liquid wax is formed. Again cooling means solid wax is formed. And in this another important one is sublimation. Sublimation. Here sublimation means what? Sublimation means actually in this change what we see most of the cases on heating a solid converted into liquid. Continuously heat the liquid changes to gas. But in this case, solid directly converted into gas on heating. That process is called sublimation. That means solid directly changes into gas on heating. That is called sublimation. For example, iodine. Example is iodine and ammonium chloride, NH4Cl, and another one is naphthalene. Naphthalene balls. Camphor. Camphor, Karpur. Suppose iodine on heating. Iodine initially solid state. On heating, again iodine only. But liquid state is formed. Solid is directly converted into gaseous state on heating. This process is called sublimation. Examples are iodine, NH4Cl. What is NH4Cl? Ammonium chloride. Naphthalene balls. Naphthalene balls means color roundel. And camphor. Camphor means carbon. These items are directly changes into gas on heating. That is initially solid but directly changes into gas without changing the liquid. This process is sublimation. Suppose iodine is solid state, on heating means changes to liquid, gas, not liquid, sorry, not liquid, gas formation of iodine. There is no change of liquid. Suppose naphthalene balls. What is the use of naphthalene balls? To prevent the insects or moths. These are kept inside the wrappers or closed. Slowly, the size decreases. They release some smell. That means solid naphthalene balls are released to converted into gas formation on heating. Heating means surrounding, they absorb the surrounding temperature, then only they change it to gas formation. Okay, in this physical state, another important one is sublimation. Okay, next one is chemical change. What is chemical change? Here, chemical change means not only physical properties, chemical properties also may change. For example, sulfur, magnesium. Magnesium bond means magnesium oxide is white ash. White ash is formed. Suppose magnesium is burning. After burning of magnesium, that means burning of magnesium means react with oxygen to form magnesium oxide. Suppose carbon react with oxygen to form carbon dioxide. These are all what? Chemical changes. Chemical changes means change is happened in the chemical properties. Chemical properties means the entire properties are changed. Here initial we take C, carbon. Heating means they absorb oxygen, they react with oxygen, carbon dioxide. The properties of carbon and carbon dioxide both are not the same, that is different. And molecular formula also different. Here carbon formula is C, carbon dioxide formula CO2. So composition is different, the properties are all different. So chemical change means change may happen in chemical properties, but we cannot get the original substance again by reversing the condition. Suppose carbon dioxide condensed cool means we cannot get carbon again. So we cannot get the original substance again. In this case, this type of changes are called chemical change. So we can understand physical change and chemical change. Physical change means only physical properties are may change. That means the state of that matter may change. That properties, physical properties are changed. Physical properties means color change, volume may change, that size decreases or increases, but there is no difference between the molecular formula. The state of matter only can change. Okay, in the daily life, so many examples are there. Physical change, chemical change. Suppose milk. By adding certain quantity of buttermilk to that milk, after few hours later, what happened? The milk is converted into curd. That is chemical change. We cannot get the milk again by reversing the conditions. Suppose we can get the original substance again means that is a physical change. Okay. Next one is chemical equation. Here suppose C plus O2 gives rise to CO2. In this case, C means what? Carbon. O2 means oxygen. CO2 means carbon dioxide. But we can write like this: carbon plus oxygen gives rise to carbon dioxide. Suppose we are writing like this: carbon react with oxygen to form carbon dioxide. By writing like this, so much time is waste, and sometimes it is difficult to write all the names of these compounds. That's why simply we can write like this. Carbon means the symbol. For each and every element, one symbol is given. Nearly 118 elements are there. For each and every element, we give some symbols. That is universally accepted. So carbon symbol is C. What about oxygen? Oxygen atomic stage is O, molecular form is O2. So carbon react with oxygen molecule to form carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide means that is also molecular form. And this arrow mark indicates what? Arrow mark indicates what means these two are combined after combination. Combination, they form the new compound. New compound formation direction is like this. Here these two are called what? C and O2. These two are called reactants. These two are called reactants. In any chemical equation, the left side compounds or elements present on the left side of the arrow mark, these are called reactants. CO2. CO2 means carbon dioxide. These are all products. Products means new compounds. Here, new compounds. Whereas reactant means left side of the arrow mark, starting compounds. Compounds are elements. What are it mean? Starting one are called left side. These are all called reactants. Arrow mark right side are called products. Okay, this is a chemical reaction. Chemical equation. In this chemical equation, sometimes we can write like this. Arrow mark. That arrow mark indicates what? This arrow mark upside is called, that indicates gas. Gas. Gas evolved. Gas means going outside. Gas represented by upward arrow. Suppose downward arrow, that is called precipitate. Precipitate. Precipitate means downward arrow. That also I will show in the next equation. The next one is in this exothermic reaction. Exothermic reaction. What is exothermic reaction? Exothermic reaction is what? During a chemical chain, heat energy is released. During the chemical chain, heat energy is released. Heat energy is released. This is called exothermic reaction. Suppose S plus O2 gives rise to SO2 plus heat energy, that is Q. Q means heat energy. C plus O2 gives rise to CO2 plus Q. CaO plus O2. CaO plus H2 gives rise to CaOH twice plus Q. Suppose smaller activity CaO. CaO is quicklime. Quicklime. What is unknown? Take a small quantity of quicklime, dry powder of lime. Take it in a vessel or any plastic one. Add some quantity of water to this. After mixing of water, that means CaO react with water to form what? CaOH twice. That is wet lime. Wet lime. That is unknown. Once the compound is formed, immediately certain heat energy is released. After the formation of COH twice touch the vessel, you feel hot. That means heat energy is released in this condition. So these are all called what? Exothermic reaction. Exothermic means during a chemical chain, heat energy is released. Mostly combustion process in presence of oxygen. Combustion process. These processes are all called exothermic reactions. Okay, next one is endothermic. Endothermic reaction. Okay, endothermic means exothermic. What is the meaning? Heat energy is released. In case of heat energy is absorbed during a chemical chain, heat energy is absorbed. This reaction is called, or this process is called endothermic reaction. During a chemical chain, heat energy is absorbed, then the reaction is called endothermic reaction. Example, N2 plus O2 gives rise to 2NO minus Q. Minus Q means heat energy is absorbed. And Na2SO4 plus BaCl2 gives rise to BaSO4 plus 2NaCl. Here also minus Q. Na2SO4 means what? Here nitrogen react with oxygen. Nitrogen react with oxygen to form nitric oxide. NO means nitric oxide. In this reaction, heat energy absorbed. Once the reaction is completed, touch the vessel means you feel cool. Suppose sodium sulfate. Na2SO4 means sodium sulfate. Sodium sulfate react with barium chloride. Then what? Barium sulfate is formed. Barium sulfate means white precipitate. This is the white precipitate is formed. This white precipitate becomes very cool. Sodium chloride salt is formed. Once the reaction precipitate is formed, you touch the vessel with your fingers, you feel cold. That means this type of reactions are called endothermic reactions. Okay, next one is photochemical. Photochemical reaction. What is photochemical reaction? Photochemical reaction means the chemical reaction is happened by absorbing the solar energy. A chemical reaction సరే అయిపోయిందో చూడండి ఏదో సౌండ్ వచ్చింది కంటిన్యూ A chemical reaction is completed or happened by the absorbing solar energy. For example, 6CO2 plus 6H2O gives rise to, that means solar energy, chlorophyll, in presence of chlorophyll, C6H12O6 plus 6 CO2, 6O2, C6H12, 6. This is the glucose. This is oxygen. This is happened in the photosynthesis reaction. This is also called photosynthesis. During the daytime, whatever the plants and trees, they absorb the solar energy. In presence of solar energy, that the reaction is happened in the chlorophyll. Chlorophyll material means greeny color material. That means in the leaves. They absorb carbon dioxide from the surrounding and water from the roots. These two are reacting in presence of sun. Then glucose is formed and oxygen is released. This reaction is called photosynthesis. This is also called photochemical reaction. Why photochemical? These reactions are completed in presence of the sunlight. By absorbing solar energy only, these reactions are complete. Another example is 2AgBr. By absorbing solar energy, 2Ag plus Br2. This is a yellow in color. This is a grey color. See, silver bromide. Silver bromide. This is yellow in color. This silver bromide compound is placed in presence of the solar energy. That means the solar light falling on this, they absorb solar energy. After some time, the yellow color silver bromide become grey color because silver is formed. Silver and bromine. These two are separated. These are examples for photochemical reaction. Here today, what are the important one is what is physical change, what is chemical change, and examples. Sublimation. What is meant by sublimation? Two examples are there. Another one is endothermic reaction, exothermic reaction, and photochemical reaction. Okay. And the reactions types. Types of reactions. Types of reactions. These are all how it is. Mass relation. Mass relation. Here mass relation means reactant side, product side, both are solids or liquids. These are all mass relation. For example, Na2SO4 plus BaCl2 gives rise to BaSO4 plus 2NaCl. These are all liquid state only. Here all liquid. Whatever the products, these are also liquid state. That means reactants and products, whatever the reactants and products, both are solids or liquids, then these are all mass relation. Okay, second one is mass volume relation. Mass volume relation. Mass volume relation means in this process, liquids, solids and gases, either liquids or solids and gases. That means mass and volumetric also form, then it is called mass volume relation. 2 mg plus 2HCl gives rise to MgCl2 plus H2 gas. Mg means magnesium. Magnesium reacts with hydrochloric acid to form magnesium chloride and hydrogen gas is released. Here magnesium is a solid, hydrochloric acid is a liquid, again MgCl2 is liquid. This is the gas formation. That means reactant side mass, product side mass, and that is volume is there. That's why it is called mass volume relation. Here third one is volume volume relation. Volume volume relation means all are gases only. Whether reactant side or product side, all are gases only. For example, H2 plus Cl2 gives rise to 2HCl. These are all gases only. Hydrogen gas, chlorine gas, hydrochloric acid gas. This type of relations are called volume volume relation. These are the types of reactions and relations: mass mass relation, mass volume relation, volume volume relation. And next one is how to balance the reaction. Balance the chemical equation or chemical reaction. Suppose H2 plus O2 gives rise to H2O. Hydrogen reacts with oxygen to form water. Suppose hydrogen gas is burned in presence of oxygen to form water. In this case, equation not balanced. Left side, right side. Carbon, not carbon, hydrogen, oxygen. This is hydrogen left side 2, right side 2. See this equation. Hydrogen left side, how many are there? 2 atoms. Right side 2 atoms. Okay, oxygen 2. Here right side is 1. This is unbalanced equation. Unbalanced equation. This equation is not balanced. How to balance the equation? Balanced equation means what? Means in a chemical reaction, the elements or compounds formed. The number of atoms of each element on the left side is equal to the same number of atoms on the right side. That means one element atoms, how many are there on the left side? Same number of atoms on the right side. Then only the equation is balanced. Here, which factor is not balanced? Hydrogen, both sides same. 2 atoms are there. But oxygen, left side is 2 atoms, right side is 1 atom is present. You can convert as 2 atoms. How to convert means? By multiplying with some number. See, step 1. H2 plus O2 gives rise to H2. Here oxygen not balanced on the right side. That's why you can multiply with 2. Suppose multiply with 2. In this case, hydrogen to hydrogen 4, oxygen to oxygen 2. That means in case of oxygen is balanced, whereas hydrogen not balanced. So step 1 means multiply with 2 on RHS, right hand side. Next step 2 means here hydrogen not balanced. Multiply with 2 before H2 on left hand side. So 2H2 plus O2 gives rise to 2H2O. See this, Hydrogen 2 into 2 means 4. 4 hydrogen atoms. Here also 4 hydrogen atoms. Oxygen 2. Here also oxygen 2. That means this is the balanced equation. This is the balanced equation. Which is called balanced equation means in a chemical reaction, the number of atoms of each element on left side and right side both are equal. Then only that reaction is called balanced reaction and balanced chemical equation. Okay? Today I will give some homework to you. First one is define physical chain and chemical chain. With an example, 2 marks. Second one, explain sublimation. Sublimation. That is also 2 marks. You can explain with an example. Here, third one is define exothermic reaction. Exothermic reaction with an example. This is also 2 marks. Fourth one is define endothermic reaction with an example. This is also 2 marks. Fifth question is define photochemical reaction. Explain photochemical reaction. That is also 2 marks. Total 10 marks. They are very simple questions. Define physical change and chemical change with an example, 2 marks. Second one, explain sublimation. What is sublimation? Explain with an example, 2 marks. Exothermic reaction, 2 marks. Endothermic reaction, 2 marks. Photochemical reaction, 2 marks. Total 5 questions. 5 into 10 marks. Note down and do the work.